help of these commands. Adds OVSK is
This
the
call is now being recorded.
so this particular command is doing what? We are using open virtual switch open flow control command to add the flow at S1 switch by describing the input port is 1 and the action is means the packet is going to be output or forwarded at the port number 2. Okay. Now it is saying that unable to open the socket, so give the root permission. So I gave the root permission and now this flow get loaded into the S1 switch. Sorry. So I just need to again check. I need to dump the flows at S1. And now you can see here it is the same thing that I gave here. Okay. With respect to this particular add flow rule, this particular entry got created. Now you will ask where did these two rules got flushed out. So these two rules got flushed out due to that idle timeout period more than 60 seconds. We didn't interacted with the switch, so that's why the entries got wiped out. So here, with respect to OFCTL, we added a flow in S1 at port number 1. So what is the input? Input is SN1 Ethernet 1. And what is the output port? It is the S1 Ethernet 2. So let me show you the figure again. It is the figure. Here you can see input port is 1. So it is the S1 Ethernet 1, this one. And then S1 Ethernet 2. It is the Ethernet 2. Okay. So here I will try to ping again. And before pinging, okay, let me add one rule. Because if we ping, the default controller will put the rule there. So why not to deny it? So I will run this command and I will add the flow that action is drop the packet. Okay. So now I am going to dump the flow rules at S1. So here you can see the action is drop. Now the packet will come and will get dropped. So I use Mininet and I ping H1 ping H2, and as you can see that there is no pinging now because I manually created a rule to drop the packets. So host is unreachable. Okay. So I hope this whole exercise is useful to you, and the time is also almost complete. So we will cover Ryu controller in our
Rohit,
next.
what you
If
do,
you have any doubt,
Rohit,
please ask.
what you do, just close the commands once, all the windows, try to execute the command sequentially so that it will be good because we started recording now. So that after that it will be, you just execute the commands, no need any explanation. But once
Which command, sir?
these all commands, first create enabling of the controller, then creating the topology, the flow rules. You can speak against each command also so that it will look.
Okay, so we opened the controller, open flow controller in one terminal window. In the second terminal window, we are going to create a topology, and that topology is supposed to be a remote controller topology. Okay. So you can see it got add up at 6633. Now it is running using this particular controller. And if you want to confirm, then H1 ping H2. Okay. Okay. We manually installed the flow rule there. So we have to wait for 60 seconds. Then the entry will got wiped out. What I can do? Close it. We closed it already. I'm doing a fresh installation. So cleaning the whole existing configuration. Now running the controller run up, and now creating a topology. Okay, now pinging is going on, means switch is normal. Now we'll see the flow of switches at the third window, and the command to see the switch flow is sudo ovs ofctl dump flow s1. So you can see these are the flow entries at the switch s1. After 60 seconds, those will get wiped out due to idle timeout. Okay, now I'm going to create a manual entry to deny the flows. So that particular entry, needing sudo permission. So giving sudo permission. Now checking again the flow status. So you can see the action is equal to drop the single entry. Now it will try to ping again, and there is no pinging. So it's confirmed that now our manual installation is taking priority over the automatic configuration. So here switch is not pinging, means switch is not forwarding, and hosts are unable to ping each other. So hope it is clear. If you have any doubt, please ask.
Okay, if you want to summarize the today entire lab demonstration, first first we enabled the controller. Then the controller duty and responsibility we are going to learn in the coming days in theory practice. In one window, we created a controller. In another window, we created a topology, which is a basic topology command. I hope you know. We are taking the simple host and three host and switch and controller as we shown in this particular link, GitHub link. That is in another window. Then in order to make the communication, just we use the command h1 ping h2 via s1. Then what happened? Communication is happening. In order to see the flow rules, which is created by the controller, for that Rohit executed a command called dump flows, so that you can see the what are the default flow rules created by the controller. This what he has done. Then afterwards, if I want to, generally every flow rules we have in a flow table we have studied. Flow rule followed by the match action will be there. Match action in the sense whether you want to forward the packet, you want to drop the packet. Now, as we already told, the advantage of the SDN, the network administrator can configure his own flow rule into the forwarding device. Then last command he has executed, modified is the flow rule. Instead of forwarding, he just created the drop and this new flow rule inserted into a flow table. Now, once the rule says that it is dropping the packet, that's why now you're able to see in the window to unreachable, in the sense is not able to send the packet to the intended destination. That's why it is dropping the packet. This is the total summary of the today's demonstration. The further, if anybody have a doubt, please let us know. Maybe for another 5 minutes. Anyway, this video is available. We will upload in the same tutorial. You can go through it afterwards. And one more thing, the moment maybe we have one more lab pending on this Mininet that we will do on next Tuesday 5:15 to 6:15. Don't forget. We will send you a reminder mail in the morning so that you can remember. Then after completing this, means next Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to give assignment one. That assignment one basically on the Mininet means some commands will be given. The topology has to created by yourself. You have to execute the commands, and what are the screenshots you are getting, you need to update into that particular assignment. That's why be careful. Don't take it very light. This lab is not required, but it link up with your assignment. Okay. I'm stopping here. If anybody have a doubt, let us know. Anyone? Isha, Shreya, Kunal, Shivam, Bashar?
Sir?
Yes, please ask.
Sir, as Shiv Kumar sir said that the controller don't have to generate rules every 60 seconds. Whenever the first packet arrived, the controller will install the rules in the switch. So let's say the first packet arrived, the controller set the rules, and for next 60 seconds, same type of packets are coming. And after 60 seconds, that rule was not no longer there. And after
Yes,
60
yes. Once again, you need to do same process. That is a common because every flow rule have the validity. Okay.
so making the rules in every time, if in every 60 seconds a new packet is arriving, it has to make the rule every time, every time. It is not an
Yes,
over
yes.
controller.
That will be there. That is a part of research, obviously. Which means the problem what you're saying, the fixing the ideal time 60 seconds is a not issue. Is some people might have worked out on that, which time ideally we have to take. That might have defined so that what happen, we need not insert the rules again and again. Understand that research might have done, it is there, but as per the execution, we are assuming that every 60-second rule is going to invalid. Once the rule invalid, once again the next packet has to contact the controller to get the fresh new rule.
Okay.
Okay, na?
Sir, I want to add one point.
Please add, please do.
Actually, you are seeing the situation from your point of view only, because that or you or the controller have to configure new rule every 60 seconds. But first
Okay.
thing, that how to set the idle timeout, that is also part of research, and what should be the exact amount, as sir told. So that value is also a part of research. But second thing, that application to application, these things do vary. So your question is genuine and absolutely right, but you consider the situation from a different point of view also. Suppose you are using a public switch, okay, lots
Yes, sir.
of users are attached to it, and they are using variety of services. For example, in your phone only, that is not a powerful device in comparison to switch, it is very nominal device. Still you use hundreds of applications in your mobile. In every 10 seconds you use Google, WhatsApp, Facebook, Google Pay, etc, etc. So think these are just applications. Now these applications, single application uses 15 to 16 different protocols in its backend. So in total, 10 to 15 applications use hundreds of protocols.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
some of them are common, but still, as they are part of different process, separate packet is sent to the switch. So
Hmm.
when so many packets are coming to switch, and you are working in an SDN environment, then consider within just although this period of 60 seconds is looking small, but in this 60-second only, so many packets come to switch that its memory may get overwhelmed. Means its memory may get full, and once the memory gets full, all the trailing messages or the packets will get dropped,
Sure.
and those packets might be important. So that's why it is not a small time period. In
Okay.
60 seconds, so much traffic can be generated. And if you don't set the small timeout period, same problem will get occurred, that switch will remain full with the existing entries, and all the new packets will get dropped.
Okay. Yes. Because packets are traveling in nanoseconds, and here the time
Yes,
is.
very true. And
Obviously, they are
to
traveling at
address,
higher speed.
yes, to address that, we are going to discuss in the part of our coming days the P4, means which makes more flexible. Yes or no? Because now this rule is inserted by the controller. Yes, maybe after some
Yes.
time rule may not need not inserted by controller. Some kind of local decision can be taken by switch itself. That we will discuss. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Anyone have any doubt so that we can discuss? Okay. If no more doubt, let us close the session. We'll meet on Monday, 11 o'clock in as usual. Okay. Thank you all.